All right, we should be live. Goody, goody, goody. That's good for you people who didn't know. Alright, everything be looking good. Boom, send it over. Don't know why that says volume 1, whatever, we'll figure it out. We're gonna pause that. And let's get into her. Oh. That has just opened up. That is not what I want. People are yelling in the background. Don't like people yelling in the background. Don't be yelling in the background. So I'm alone today because Putty's gone off to seemingly sleep. I don't know. It is like 2 over there though. But whatever. So I'm going to give you guys the quick rundown update about our company. This is Super Sunday 26. I don't know when I last left you guys off, but here's how we are pop and importance-wise. 22 importance in Ontario, 4 in the Prairies, and 4 in British Columbia. Popularity, we have 24 in Ontario, 5 in the Prairies, and in British Columbia. We are, how many points off? Can I do math? 7 points off of, 7 points off of regional. There actually was a situation in which I could have ditched the company and gone to sorry, I have to read chats. We could have gone to SWF because they're now cult, but I decided to stick to the rules for now and leave when I think I'm ready. Well, I guess technically leave when the game allows me to, which won't be too much longer. But yeah, another thing, the end of year tourney, the CWL tourney, I guess, was won by Kevin Christopher Glenn this year. And we also have this title, the CWL Canadian Championship, which I'm debuting on this episode of Super Sunday. And it's basically going to be our event-to-event title. Obviously, our first champion, I think, needs to be Austin Smooth. Yeah, Austin Smooth. Austin has been putting on phenomenal matches, and his opening opponent will be Chucky. And this right here is an insane thing for me to do, because neither of these guys have really main evented by being the guy, I guess, in that situation. But we're giving it to Austin, giving him the ball. What can you do? Because he's had some extremely impressive performances over the past little bit. Look at that right there. That's in this... Oh, that's L ring. Not involving. What am I doing? Where's all? Where's all? There we are. Where's CWL? There we are. 2014, I'll show you that. He went from the start of the year having like 40s to the end of the year having 50s and 60s and whatnot thereother. And yeah, he's really turned a corner more or less, and is becoming a big star for us. And that's kind of obviously the goal, make as many stars as possible. When I do leave, if I was to take one person with me, I would want it to be Christopher Bain, also known as Acid, because I think Acid is the best overall worker we have. Another big option, though, could be Ernest, Ian DeColt. I probably wouldn't take KC just because KC, everybody would take him, realistically. But who knows? Maybe Chuckster, because Chuckster is amazing right now. Because he's really, excuse me, I just burped. That was terrible of me. Maybe Brooke even. Who knows? We'll have to wait till we get there. This is the most focused my commentary's ever been. And I think it's partially because there's nobody's even watching right now. I think that just gives me the opportunity to go. It's actually quite strange, though, because I typically have a whole bunch of people in the chat doing random bullshit, doing the things. But I am puttyless today. As I said before, because he's gone off to sleep and whatnot there other. I'm also Dave and Benless, because for whatever reason they refuse to watch this stream. I will throw it in the chat again, because I'm just that cool. Where I give no... Oh, that's the wrong thing. Where I give no shits, and I'm like, you fucks come watch. I think we're going to have... Christopher Bain take on Ian DeColt, unless they fought before. No, they never have. So this right here should be a good opportunity to have Ian and Bain kind of work together and see how they're going to gel and how they're going to work out. And if Ian is somebody who could possibly become a main eventer. And that's something that you obviously want to do at all times. Test people, see where they come out, see where they'll go. And that's realistically what I'm always trying to do. While at the exact same time, of course, pushing myself, because you gotta get me in there, right? Just for those who want to know, yes, I will be doing an RTG in 2016. It won't be, realistically, what I would think I'd be as a wrestler, because if I were to be a wrestler, if I were just today, for whatever reason, to be like, yes, I'm going to start wrestling, I would probably be a bigger guy. I would be a brawler, like a heavyweight type deal. That's the type of character I'd want myself to be. But realistically, that's backwards. Realistically, what I'd be is a heavyweight brawler type dude, because I don't think I have the spark to be the technical guy who I would want to be, but I'd really want to be a technical performer, you know, your Bryan Danielsons, your other dudes like Bryan Danielson. But yeah, that's overall who I would model my style after if I were to do such a thing. We've also signed quite a few people, like this guy, TEW. Katu. I may have just butchered that. If I did, I'm so sorry. He's going to actually be in our squash match for tonight, taking on Deborah Young, however the hell you want to say it. And he's going to get the win over her in a minute. You know, kind of setting that peak. He is the first Japanese wrestler here, realistically, to show up in... How am I saying? To show up in CWL, and that's obviously something I want to capitalize on. That's something I want to push forward. The fact that we have these great talents coming over from, you know, across the pond. Well, across the pond more or less refers to England. But you know what I mean. Really, man, Larry refuses to take like any kinds of losses, even when he's super old. But he will take it if we give him the little slow buildy. Or not slow buildy. You know, protecty, acty. You know what I'm saying. James Adam and Brooke Tyler, because Brooke is unquestionably my machine. She is that person who I want always right there. Just look at this match history. Where is it? CWL 2014. She has been a machine ever since she kind of turned it on. And that's obviously something I'm extremely proud of. She's become the measuring stick of this company, and I think she'll continue to be for a very long time, as long as she keeps up the good work. You know, her and James Adams, also known as High Flying Hawaiian, for those who are a little bit more Seavers casual, which is cool, because, of course, everybody's Seavers casual at some point. I still probably am, mostly. I do want to get Roderick Remus a win. I don't know if he's faced Quinton before. He hasn't, so we'll have that be a contest for tonight with Roderick going over, because Roderick, we just signed him. He's big, up and coming. He's got some potential. I want to see what he can do. All right, what else can we do here? Zach Ayers can get a win over Killer Cass, unless they've recently fought. Not really. There you go. That more or less ends out the show in terms of time, right? I think we can't really do anything else, right? Yeah, we can't really do anything else. That'll kind of go there, I guess. And let's run the show. We're going to be in front of 660 fans. How many do we actually get? 500 people, so that's quite okay. 3060 minus, which is alright considering Larry's an old man and can't really go anymore. Gotta make sure, yep, everything still seems to be going pretty good. Bradley Blaze defeats Larry Wood in 11:49 by pinfall with a Dallas drop. Bradley Blaze improves in performance. Brooke and James get a 55C minus. This is why Brooke is my girl. Brooke looks good out there. Of course she does. Brooke defeats James Adams in 12:08 by submission with the Brooke Breaker. Awesome stuff, Brooke. 32E plus with Zach Ayers defeating Killer Cass in 12:20 by pinfall with the Z-Bomb. They have great chemistry. Lifts the crowd. Awesome stuff. Moving into a 47D. What the hell was that? Some weird things just like happened in the background, which is weird. Baron Strong defeats Erwin Gutman in 12:03 by pinfall with a Throat Crusher. I was even off my game. That's impressive, and we did that well. Then with a 38D minus, Roderick Remus defeats Quentin Queen by submission with the Remus Clutch. Squash match gets a 32E plus with Gadea, I'm going to say, going over Deborah in 52 seconds with a massive lariat. Keep like burping. 47D, this is quite okay for these guys. Not overly great, though. Bane defeats Ian DeColt in 14:25 by pinfall with an Acid Rain Bomb. Ian DeColt improves in performance. Main event, 56C minus. This is my boys. Both of them are amazing together. Austin Smooth defeats Chucky in 15:45 by submission with a smooth hold. Austin Smooth wins the CWL Canadian Championship. 53C minus. Show increases pop in one region, as it should. Chuckster praised on a great performance. Same thing with Austin, because they're just prime athletes. And of course, I will have to tell, where's Brooke? I will have to tell her she's awesome. Chucky seemed pleased. Smooth was very happy. Brooke was very happy. So yeah, this is basically what it's been like thus far in RTG. No real ups or downs. Well, all ups, no downs. We're a machine right now, the CWL is, and I realistically can't wait to get out of here and to move on to a Sports N-type Fed. Probably simply because I love what Putty's doing with USPW. If you haven't seen his stuff, go see it right now, because it's amazing. Well, actually, wait till the end of this video, unless you don't plan on watching the end of the video, in which go watch it now, or whatever. Do what you want to do, okay? How about that? How about we do that, all right? Will that work? Modest Broken. Are you new? Are you new? I can't tell what's new. It says nobody's watching, but whatever. Oh, somebody is watching. I don't know. That's weird. I don't know what's going on exactly with that. But this right here is our Power 500. That's not at all what it's called. If I auto push everyone, he is new. Modest Broken is new. Well, Hi, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I was about to say I don't think I've ever seen you anywhere before. So hello, I guess. Brooke is obviously on fire. Oh my God, really? You guys got to do this. You guys have got to do this. By the way, if you're wondering what that picture is, that's Joe Cena. Ask Putty if you have concerns. Oh yeah, Dave's doing Raw. He got a 70, which increases our pop in 4 regions. What did the main event get? Nothing that I really care about. He's using my skin too. That's my skin. He's using my skin. Don't mess with me. That's my skin. We talked before, but my username was different. Oh, okay. Okay, that would make sense. How you're not confused about what the hell is going on right now, who these random ass people are. Is KC our most over guy? No, he's not. Ernest is still the most over guy, despite losing to KC. Did he even dip and pop with the loss to KC? No. Well, 1 point. 1 point. Drop down 1 point. How much did KC gain? Because that's going to be the big measuring stick. Yeah, he gained 10 points a pop with that win, which is awesome because KC is my man right now. Roderick, of course, is coming along well. Zach Ayers is coming along well, and I do want Zach to get near the top. Yeah, overall, this has been really fun working with CWL. I am looking to leave whenever possible to go to a big Sportscent Fed with a TV show type deal. As I said, that's realistically only because I really am a huge fan of what Putty is doing with not SWF, what the hell am I talking about? With US Pro. Raven Nightfall, far too over, I think, for us to get right now. We'll have to wait for a bit. I'm always looking for those, hidden gem guys that I can pick up for cheap and utilize. Kirk, kind of too over for me. It's all right. We'll wait it out for a bit, see who else we can get around on the market. But yeah, I'll give giant props to Putty for that. He's made me want to watch. He's made me want to book Sportscent, which is surprising because I haven't wanted to book Sportscent for a long time. Realistically, the most fun I've ever had booking Sportscent was WWE 2004. And I would say maybe TNA, my TNA series, when I had a plan with it, but near the end it became just dragging on. That's why I ended it. It just wasn't fun anymore, to say the least about that. Yeah, I can't think of anything else to talk about. Raw last night was pretty big. Ambrose and Lesnar being announced, along with Shane and Taker being announced, which is fucking crazy as shit if you ask me. But I think if you do anything with Taker and Shane, you have Shane win via interference from Sting. It's Hell in a Cell. There's only one way people get in, and that's typically because lights shut off, crow noise, he comes back in. No, not he comes back in. Lights come back on. Sting's in there with the bat. He beats down Taker, screws over the Authority, wins one for justice or whatever the hell he wants to say it is, and that'll work. Hey, I'm getting a new laptop, but I don't know what to do with 2, like how to buy it. Okay, so more or less what you would want to do is go to Grey Dog Software, but I would hold out because I don't know if you follow TEW religiously like I do because I love this game and it's amazing and whatnot. But 2016 is actually coming out in like 2-3 months, so I'd hold off until then. But yeah, if you go to the Grey Dog site and whatnot, they should hook you up. It should be pretty straightforward. It's pretty straightforward when I did it, and that was like 2 years ago. So, yeah, don't think it's overly complex. But it is kind of difficult to find out where to purchase it and stuff. I had to go through a couple of hoops to find GDS. But once you find it, you're pretty much golden. Yeah, but like I was saying, I think the best way to have Shane McMahon win is have him have Sting get involved, beat Taker down, stick it to the Authority, stick it to the man, win one for Justice, and at the exact same time set up Taker Sting retirement match for Mania 33. Okay, thanks. I'm going to start posting videos with it. Sounds great, dude. I'll make sure to be watching. That was a terrible way to phrase that. I'm dumb at points. Not all the time, just at points. What was I going to say? Oh, and how you work Reigns and Ambrose, because realistically, not Reigns and Ambrose, god damn it, Lesnar and Ambrose. Lesnar can't win this. Lesnar can't lose this, but Dean needs something from Lesnar. If I say Reigns or something, I'm sorry, I'll be talking about Lesnar. Dean needs something from Lesnar. Some kind of rub. So what I think you have happen is have Lesnar pound the shit out of Dean, with Dean, still throwing everything he's got at Brock, have basically a situation we've had over the past couple of weeks where Lesnar F5s him. Dean says, Brock, you son of a bitch, I'm not dead yet, you better finish the job. But he does that multiple times, and at the end of the match, in order to get that rub that you would typically get with Ambrose going over, but you can't get because Brock still has to lose in a big way to someone that's going to make an impact and make the most possible momentum moving forward, you have something happen that's never been done before in wrestling. You have, after the match, Brock Lesnar lift Dean Ambrose up the entire time, the commentary selling Brock, no. Brock, you son of a bitch. You've won the match already. Why? Brock lifts him up and shakes his hand. Dean Ambrose becomes the only person in WWE history to have, in probably, you can call it combat sports history, to have the respect of Brock Lesnar. That's how you get Ambrose the momentum he needs. Man, I wish there was more to do in between, just simming ahead a whole bunch. We are, of course, still charging on to regional. We will be there within the next 6 shows, which is always good. Which means we should hit it about, let me think, March will be 24, 25 will be April. There are people who will be way quicker at this than me. 26 will be May, June, July, August. We'll be hitting regional just in time for my birthday, as long as everything goes well. Born in August, by the way. If you didn't know, send me presents. I've stolen that joke. Arrest me. That is one of my favorite jokes, though, ever from What Culture. Send me presents. But yep. Oh, we've got somebody else in here. How are you doing, fella? I'm on the ball today with commentary, so I'm kind of in the mood right now. That's a Rush song. Baby, I'm in the mood. Fly by night, away from here. Thanks, Modest. Fly by night. No, it's not Fly by Night. It might be Working Man. No, it's Fly by Night. Baby, I'm in the mood. Yeah, it's Fly by Night. I'm supposed to be getting 50 centimeters of snow tomorrow, which, if you're in the States, that's 19 inches. Whoa, what? Yeah, so of course right now the big call is, will it be a snow day? The big thing. Because we're not supposed to get it till about 1 to 2. but that's when school ends and you take the buses home and whatnot. So, do you plan ahead, or knowing my school board and their bus system, do you be completely, ignorant idiots, and do you send the kids out? And even then, if so, we may, end early or something. I don't know. I don't know how it'll work. But if I go to school tomorrow, I'm gonna be pissed right off, and I'll be, be going insane. So basically, blame them because I would want to stream tomorrow, and hell, I could probably convince Putty or something to stream tomorrow if I am off. But that's an if, not a when or whatever. And of course, I could do the exact same thing with Ben, because I think Ben actually wants to stream tomorrow, so watch for me on there, because that'll always be fun. My school is going to start late. Oh. Modest, are you in the States, or how are you? Like, where are you, I guess? Because my school, right, starts at, 8 o'clock. But you'd leave, I leave and go on the bus around 7:30 a.m. Eastern Time. This is Eastern Time for anybody who wants to do the math for themselves. Find out when I go to school. Ooh. Track me down and kill me. Why would you ever want to do that? I'm pretty cool, right? Yeah? No? Maybe? Okay, whatever. Enough said. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how we'll do it, because if I am off tomorrow, though, I will definitely be on Ben's stream. If I'm not, Ben might even hold it off, knowing Ben. Also, I might ask him to, but whatever. I'm in the States. I live close to Dave. Oh, okay. So, yeah. You would have, would you guys have just gotten hit with it? Or are you just about to be hit with it? Hey, Ben, I knew you were in here. Are you guys about to be hit with it, or were you just hit with it? Because I knew it was working its way up from Texas up to me. I live in Ontario. That's all you'll get from me. I'll never tell you where I am. Bull Wrecker. Why the hell have I never found that guy? He looks amazing. The Hitman Eric Sandretti. That's pretty intense. Eric the Bull. Poor bugger. He's like, Albert. In 2005, he joined U.S. Pro. Unfortunately, his biggest asset, his size, was negated somewhat by the fact that the roster contained many other huge guys who were big or bigger than him. The same thing with Albert, realistically, which I think was why he really only drew in Japan, because realistically it is a smaller style over there. Here, the reason why Albert failed to get over was, A, the booking didn't really want him to get over, but also the fact that overall he was big but not big enough, and that can kill people. I forget where I read that from, but it's always a really nice quote that I like. Being big in wrestling can make you, but if you're big but not big enough, damn, you are fucked. Quentin Wednesday? That sounds terrible. What the hell is wrong with you? Rob Edwards, just a guy. Oh, cool. I love Canada, but we aren't getting hit yet. Yeah, okay. You guys will get hit at some point then. Maybe in the afternoon. I don't exactly know. Also, how creepy is that line? Oh, cool. I love Canada. What? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just messing with you. I may want to sign Kid Fantastic, though. But I have him under Brent Piper, because, of course, we don't have the... gimmicks. But I think we're kind of filled out right now for a roster. How is Raw doing? The Stars of Raw. 70. Loxley Robbins. That's Putty's boy, isn't it? Loxley. Putty, who are your boys? You're not even here. I don't even know why I'm asking you. Yeah, it's Loxley and some other feller. All I do know is Loxley is really quite fine as a wrestler, as seen by Putty. We have new network schedules, which I don't care to read because they don't affect me. Overall, good stuff. We're going to keep powering through to our next show. Bang it out. Clanging and banging. I have Canadian roots is what I mean. I'm going soon. Okay, cool. I'm like, that's such a weird line. Just like, oh, I love Canada. It's like, what? It's like me saying, oh, I love Italy. Doesn't mean much. I guess it's not that uncommon, actually. Maybe I phrased it weird. Maybe I quoted you wrong. Oh, cool, I love Canada. I guess it's just how out of context it was. Oh, cool, I love Canada, but we aren't getting hit yet. I'm like, what? Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Fallout 4 recently. Got it for Christmas and whatnot. Played it for a short little bit, I think 16 hours, and now I'm kind of gone back to it. Partially because I don't really remember why I stopped playing it. I think because I did other things. Maybe because Battlefront is amazing. I love Star Wars Battlefront. Haven't played it, though, for like a month. As most things. I really like games, but I can never bring myself to play them. It's really weird. Ooh, Coke. Not cocaine, Coca-Cola. I want to make that clear. That could be mistaken over the power of the internet. It's kind of old, though. Hope you guys enjoyed that noise. Yeah, kind of old. I'll keep drinking it, whatever. Oh, crap, there's another one here. Holy shit, how many Cokes do I finish? Well, how many Cokes do I finish and not start? What the hell am I talking about? How many Cokes do I start and not finish? Apparently only 2. Never mind. So I quickly go through my desk and I look around. Bloodstone McFly just pulled 99. That's pretty intense. Dave, why you no watch? That's what I'm going to ask. Dave, why you no watch? Coke or Sprite? Ooh, Coca-Cola probably. Sprite's not bad, but I like Coke more, partially because I'm brand loyal. I think I actually like Pepsi more, but I'm brand loyal, so it doesn't really matter. Danny the Mountain Rushmore. That's my boy. I don't even know who that is. Well, I know who that is. I just don't care about him. I just want to get to a big company pretty fast. I would probably want to go to USPW least, because Putty's there, but Putty's version is more or less everything that USPW isn't. So, yeah. More or less, I'll be looking to join SWF or TCW. I would probably prefer to join SWF over any and all else, because SWF in this save, or as in most saves, is kind of in a state of ruin. For whatever reason, the AI cannot book SWF. Human-controlled SWF, clanging and banging, there's your 95 in like the first 5 seconds. He's bound... What the hell? He's a veteran referee who has been around the Mexican independence scene for what seems like centuries. What? A decade is 10 years, right? Century is 100 years, yeah. Centurion, cent, 100. Yeah, what the hell is up with that? That's pretty weird. Gotta make sure we're not... no, we look okay still in the terms of the recording. Yes, Denny Rantal, which is a weird little name for a fella. And there's the American Buffalo. The American Buffalo, also known as Morpheus. Or the American Buffalo. The American Buffalo. Oh, we got another comment from Modest. Modest, thank you for being so active in the chat. Giving me something to do aside from just say American Buffalo. I played the old demo version of TEW. It seems so weird to see the old... Oh, you mean 2010? Yeah, I played the demo... Oh, Jesus, I've moved the game. I can't fix that until it comes back up, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do my best to position it on my own. That's bad on that side now. Bad on this side now. Over one more. Nope. Over a little bit. That'll work. Whatever. You'll hardly notice. Oh, 2007. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, no, I've never played 2007. Played 2010, though. Remember, it's the very first company I ever played as was Bosk. For those who don't know, that's Babes of Sin City, the like stripper-esque promotion. So obviously, my impressions of the Seaverse were very quickly. What the fuck is this? But yeah, overall, I've grown to love it, as I think most people do, because it's the Seaverse. It's pretty baller. Yes, Corinne White. She's with her regular partner Viv Jacobs as the LWA. Lesbians with attitude. Tag teams. I partially wish I had the music going in the background, but you know what? Most of the time it slaps me violently with a copyright thingy, or either just refuses to let me work properly because it like bugs down my thing and whatnot. I'm actually playing a game on my phone right now while I wait for this to load. So that shows how that shows the raw dedication that I have to this game. You know, I've never been so dedicated before to anything in my life. Oh, we got another comment. We have 2007 is so hard to understand in book. Yeah, I wouldn't exactly be surprised. It's a lot of the same from 2011, 2005, because I've played 2005, and I love 2005, realistically. I don't know why I always say realistically. I've just realized that I say that quite a bit, don't I? Realistically. That's just a weird thing to say often. Realistically. What does that even mean, dude? Just kidding, I know what it means. Yo, why is this boy so bad at shooting? Sorry, I'm playing a basketball game on my phone. I'm very stumped by the shooting performance of one Corey Brewer. He's shit, to say the least. Not the shit or anything. He's just shit. That boy is bad. I should be able to, bang this out pretty well. Actually, I am now. 3 out of 5 baskets. Come on. Damn it, Corey. Go get your rebound. Come back. I swear, if I fail this again because of you, I'm going to just kill you. Straight up. There we are. That's game. Way to go, Corey. Sorry if I'm commenting too much. No, not at all. Trust me, dude. You're the only person watching, so you commenting is, like, really awesome. I don't know what else I'd do if you weren't here to comment, realistically. Realistically, there it is again. You see that? See that? I say it a lot. I say it way too much. It's like somebody just has to look at me at some point and just say, why? Why do you say that so much? What is wrong with you? Are you dumb? That's the situation in which I say, yeah, probably, but I don't really like to flaunt it, so whatever. That's Jester. If you want to read Jester's profile right there, Jester's profile is crazy. Partially because he is baller. Like, as all hell. He's just some creepy-ass Jester dude who kills people. Like, I don't think I am the greatest person alive, but I don't think I kill people. You know? The Rock was going to the gym, clanging and banging. Clanging and banging. Oh, apparently Pride, Glory, Honor has decided to open. I say really a lot, so I understand your pain. A lot of people say really a lot. It's just a thing. It's a word that is used often. I've also noticed that I stutter a lot in my videos, but like not intentionally at points. It's really weird because obviously I do my stutter at points to kind of convey things. Like I go, you know what you have to do. I go like that at points. See, there it was. I didn't do that one intentionally. I don't know. I kind of think YouTube, because I used to have a stutter when I was little, but like that's ages ago now. Damn it, YouTube! You've ruined me. Just quickly looking through this season right here. Who's going to be my hardest competition? Probably. Am I right to say the Cleveland Cavaliers? 59. Oh, where's Golden State? I don't think we even faced Golden State, do we? No, we don't. That's pretty weird. Well, okay, TEW, why'd you decide to, like, blow yourself into halfway off my screen? That's pretty weird. Johnny Bloodstone egg for injury. Yeah, okay, whatever. Don't really care right now. Ed Henson Memorial Cup. Alright, we are going into our 7th show, as it is. How many fans are we now for this? 605. We're down. That's pretty weird. Whatever, though. We will figure it out. And, of course, main event has to involve Austin. And I think this month Austin will defend his title against Ian. Because I feel like... Oh, okay, calm down, TEW. So I feel like... Ooh. It's almost been a full year later. I feel like these two can do something if I give them the time. And if they can't, it'll be super disappointing. But it won't come back and haunt me. So, whatever. CWL Canadian title. Austin, go out there, make some magic. WrestleMania is on my birthday. Wow. Are you excited for the pay-per-view? Yes, but not for the reason I should be. I should be excited for the main event. That should be one of the main reasons why I want to see WrestleMania. This year is the one reason why I realistically don't. There's realistically again. Realistically. But this year I don't really. Mostly because Roman is terrible. And I don't exactly want to cheer Triple H. Not at all, because Triple H is bad. He's the best heel the business has ever seen. I will quote that till the day I die. Unless somebody comes out of nowhere and immediately makes me a believer. But I don't think that's going to happen, and until it does, Triple H is the best heel ever in the business, and I think he deserves a lot more, I guess, from an opponent. And I'm not going to cheer him, because it's a disservice to him. Overall, that's really what I'd say it is. My problem is not cheering Triple H, because trust me, if it was my choice, I would cheer Triple H till he would punch me in the face and leave me on the side of the curb and yell at me, and would be yelling at me, "Don't cheer for me anymore, you son of a bitch." I just acted like I couldn't talk there, which is such a weird thing, because I swear I can talk. You people have heard me talk before. I'm talking right now. I can do the English. I can do the English. Trust me, I can. I hope this year from Roman and whatnot, we don't get any more of that I can, I will bullshit, because that will be bad. For your birthday, I'll send you a Realistically shirt, but I'm excited for it. I'll sadly cheer Trips, even though he will lose. Yeah, I know. I know, last year, here's the biggest thing. We all knew that this was the outcome, right? Like, we couldn't have expected anything else, right? This is what Vince wanted all along. Why the hell did I ever think he'd do anything different? I don't know. Vince, for whatever reason, and I was very passionate about it on my one-man booth about Fastlane, and I don't think I was as passionate about it as I was the night of, because of course it's the night later. I don't exactly have the exact same drive that I had, you know. But I was pretty vivid with saying Vince McMahon has proven to me now that his quote-unquote inability to create new stars is in fact not an inability, it is a refusal. For whatever reason, Vince McMahon has decided that he does not wish to create new stars and be able to bathe in the money like he did ages ago. No, he prefers to take it the hard way now and to struggle to simply get like a 2 on the ratings scale. Like, Vince, what do I have to say? Do I have to tell you that this is not how a wrestling company works? I didn't think I'd have to tell you, of all people, that this is not how a wrestling company works. Super Sunday 27, let's go. 33, Zach Ayers defeats Aerial Breaks in 12-12 by pinfall with a Z-bomb. Cool. 36 D-. Okay, we've moved it for whatever reason, and I don't think I will ever be able to get it back. So hooray. Baron Strong defeats James Adams in 11:45 by pinfall with the Throat Crusher. Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to get that back in the middle of the screen unless I, like, hit this. No, it will never work again. I'm so sorry. I'm just going to go like that and hope it works. And I got the feature set relatively close. Relatively, whatever. You guys can see most of the screen. Bane defeats Larry Wood in 11:50 by pinfall with an Acid Rain Bomb. This does not look well for a show overall. 60C, hot damn. Brooke Tyler defeats Roderick Remus in 14-16 by submission with a Brook Breaker. Roderick Remus improves in performance. 39 D- cooldown. They have great chemistry. Gideu defeats Quentin Queen in 5:47 with a massive lariat. What is more modest here saying? I was going to say modern. What the hell? Stop the push of Roman. The crowds and fans need to stop responding to Reigns. Yeah. And I'll always be a big advocate of the OSW review strategy of turn your fucking back and don't cheer. It's what people are doing to Eva Marie down in NXT, despite it mostly being heel. Well, not even heel. Most of it just being boos. Chucky Dorrance improves the technical as Casey defeats him in 14:28 by pinfall. They tune up the Sunshine Band. Give it up, baby, give it up. 48 D+ main event. Kind of disappointing. Austin Smooth defeats Ian DeColt 15:34 by submission with Smooth Hold. Austin makes defense number 1 of his Canadian title. 41 D+. Yeah, they do it to Eva, but not to the level in which I would hope they would, you know? And I don't know if that's as much me being a, you know, piss and vinegar character that I am, you know, nobody gets over unless I say they get over. That's Vince McMahon, actually. That's not me. That's not even technically my call. But technically it is our call, though, as fans. It is our call, literally, with all due respect. With all due respect? What the hell am I talking about? Had to take a drink, sorry. But yeah, overall, Vince doesn't understand the difference between go-away heat and normal heat. Putty doesn't seem to think there's a difference. I think there is a major difference. I would call normal heat Alberto Del Rio heat. I don't like Alberto Del Rio. I boo him. And I'm not trying to be Marky Mark over here saying, oh, I boo people because they're the bad guys. I typically don't. I boo Alberto Del Rio because for me, he is the character most on television that I would want to punch in the face, partially because I think he's a terrible worker, but that doesn't matter. It's like the opposite of the Big Show. Like, that made no sense. Sorry, I'm playing a game now, so if I get really distracted with my talking, you'll know why. And I'm going to cough like a maniac while I'm at it. Because why not? That's what we need right now. Maniac coughing. God, where was I? I don't know. Vince just doesn't seem to understand the difference between go-away heat and normal heat. Normal heat is good. Go-away heat is the spawn of Satan if you're a booker. It should be like, oh, Jesus, no. You know that little thing that pops up in TEW that says the crowd didn't respond good to blah, 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 and was extremely vocal about them not coming back? That's go-away heat. You don't want it. That's not, oh, he's the bad guy, so I'll boo him heat. That's, no, I hate you. Leave. It's the heat that Rocky Maivia got, and probably would continue to have gotten if it wasn't for the tremendous Rock character. It in all of its glory. But Vince doesn't seem to grasp this concept anymore, that there are different types of heat. And of course, Putty doesn't seem to grasp it either, but I think partially because that Putty's Welsh and he doesn't know fucking jack shit about certain things. Sorry, buddy, it needed to be said. I don't really know what it had to do with you being Welsh, but shut up. I got to mention your ethnicity. Muhahaha, I've won now. You've mentioned me being Canadian many a time, so how about that then, huh? I get to mention your ethnicity now, yeah? Yeah, does that seem like a fair trade-off, yeah? Oh, shit, that guy just stole that. That's pretty intense. Sorry. Sorry about that epic silence of doom. What do we have on here? The number is online. LOL, you should call WWE headquarters to complain. Yeah, Del Rio is stale, more or less, partially because his character isn't very good, and on top of that, he doesn't really have a character. What is Del Rio's character? He was a rich Mexican dude, which kind of worked, because it was hateable in two ways. He's Mexican, and he's rich. Ask Donald Trump, it'll get you over. But, of course, to Vince, him being Mexican apparently isn't a character, but whatever, we can look past that, right? I don't know. Del Rio just... I don't know if it's a lack of caring like Putty seems to think it is, or if he genuinely just isn't good at what he does. But Del Rio is, by all means, one of the worst workers on the roster. And, well, as I just said, it could simply be because he's lazy as shit and refuses to work properly when on TV. As I've heard Putty say many a times, that's literally the only reason why. But until it's proven to me and I see some awesome as all hell Del Rio match that isn't televised, etc., I'm going with my theory, in which he's really not that good. Which, let's be real. I don't know what happened to Del Rio, but when he left WWE, it was actually really good for him. Insanely good. Wow, this guy might actually have a decent future. Of course, I was wrong. It's Del Rio. He'll prove you wrong every time. Even if you're trying to vouch for him. But overall, I don't like Alberto Del Rio, the character, and the person. I really dislike whatever the hell Del Rio's name is. He's just smarmy. Plus the fact that he did stab AAA in the back, and I know I'm not a giant Lucha Libre fan. I don't exactly, I don't really have a place there to be like, oh, he screwed over the Lucha Libre, but it just says something about Del Rio and his code of ethics, more or less, right? And oh geez, the game has loaded, but we're 5 seconds out, so let me just get the block. Oh, he missed anyways, it's okay. Of course, we will just be moving on to do the exact same thing over again here in a minute. Yeah, we're literally just going to go straight through. But yeah, those are my thoughts. I also said in my, my one-man booth review, Dolph Ziggler is the worst wrestler on the roster. And that's not my opinion. That's not my thoughts. That is my fact of the day. Dolph Ziggler is the worst worker in the WWE right now. And sure, you can come out with something, but I could probably match it equally. Why does Dolph fail as bad as I think he does? Not really because of his own devices, but because they refuse to do anything with him. How are you supposed to get behind a character that is, A, good enough to be able to do things, but just never will because shut the hell up reasons? And it's really been punctuated by me, as I say in my one-man booth review. Please go watch that. Please go watch it now. Where the hell was I? Sorry. They keep trying to play off Ziggler as this big deal, and he's not a big deal. Not anymore, at least. They had the opportunity to make him a big deal. Guess what? He isn't anymore, though. A big deal. And that, of course, as per most things with WWE, is their own fault. Nick Nemeth had the potential to be possibly one of the best wrestlers ever. And they murdered it with a shotgun in the most violent way imaginable. Whatever you want to talk, whatever you think when I say Dolph Ziggler, it's disappointment. That's the first thing that should come to mind. Disappointment. Whether it's disappointment in the WWE for not using him like they should have, or whether it's disappointment in himself where at this point he doesn't care, and you can tell he doesn't care. And that's partially the thing that also pisses me off, because part of a wrestler's, big strength shouldn't be what they do when things are going their way. It should be what they do when things aren't. That's why I think Seth Rollins is quite okay, despite his run being, of course, completely terrible. He powered through it. He made himself a hateable heel despite being extremely vulnerable. That's something pretty damn hard to do. Why do people get behind, guys like, what the hell do I want to say? Right on the tip of my tongue, social outcasts. Because they're just goofy heels. Sure, they're supposed to be bad guys, but you don't boo them. You can't boo them because they're like you and me. They're just normal dudes. Like, they don't really... They're not cheaty heels who do whatever they need to do, who win. They're not like monster heels who dominate people and like just beat people up for fun, i.e. Brock Lesnar. They're just existent. And that's part of the reason why the Seth run failed as bad as it did. Because a lack of direction, obviously. They didn't know if Seth Rollins was a cheaty genius or if he was some idiot who somehow everything worked out for. And I think my opinion is shared quite commonly with the wrestling community and whatnot. Not that the run was bad, that's a known fact, but why it was so bad. 3-ball good. And I think the comment that we have here from, what's his name? oh, I've completely forgotten your name. Modest Broken is about Ziggler's ability to play a heel, which I will confirm that here in 31 seconds when this game is over. 3-ball. Good. Actually, here, I'll do it right now. Worse than Kane. Probably because at this point, Kane's old. And Kane kind of had a decent run, despite the fact that many people will point out to you that Kane has been part of some of the worst storylines over the past ever. Kane has had a really good Fed run. He's held the world title like twice, I think, or something like that, which is pretty crazy. And sure, you could say the exact same thing about Dolph Ziggler, but they weren't meaningful runs. Kane can't put on good matches anymore. Dolph is okay. He needs to turn heel, though. That right there is something I'll give you also. The big reason why Dolph Ziggler is bad right now is because A, he doesn't care. B, he's stale as all hell. Please, WWE, switch him up. Give him something. Give him a manager again. Give him anything that he can do where he can work with it. Because that right there is the thing that's holding him back. He's been the exact same character now for 3 years? I don't even know how long anymore. And seemingly, this is seemingly, I'm not going to say I'm right, but seemingly, they don't care. I don't know how the hell you can't care about one of your quote-unquote best talents, but Vince McMahon proves it. So there you go. Like, yeah. I know currently the commentary is super compelling, but feeling a bit under the weather, partially because of this ankle injury I've sustained. I've done something to the tendon, in which I've kind of messed myself up, to say the least. Actually, to say the most, still. To say the most, is that something people say? Let's go with that, alright? Let's go with that. Oh, what do we got? We have, I looked up the worst storyline gimmick, and then there's Kane's worst storyline. The worst gimmick to Wikipedia is apparently being gay. That's homophobic, and to the gay community, yeah, I could kind of guess how that's so, but then again, I could easily just, like, look at you and be like, gold dust. Fight me. Don't actually fight me. You'd probably kick my ass. I'm a lover, not a fighter. How about that? Can I say that? Let's go with that. I'm a lover, not a fighter. Yeah. I don't know how my voice, Ernie. It got really deep right there. I'm gonna get a ball. I'm gonna dunk it. Man, Corey Brewer is the worst. He is so bad. It is insane. Just come on. Keep hitting him. Deadeye moves. Oh shit, will he make it? Will he make it? He's gotta make this one. And he doesn't. God damn it, really? I see your comment there, Modest. I'm just holding up for a minute as I do this drill that for whatever reason will not allow me to win. Thank you, video games. Thank you. You are my friend. Probably. If I was a friend of Satan. Because, you know, video games are Satan, as everyone will tell you. Ever. Yay, I did it. The wrestling fans are very homophobic. LOL, that's sad to BH. Yeah, it is. realistically, that's why Goldust got so over. Just being a gay guy basically set people off, which is admittedly disappointing, but they're from a different time. How about we go with that? Huh? Can we go with that? Let's go with that. Yeah, no, but I could definitely see the disappointment of such. Man, the stream got really boring really quick. Partially because I don't have anything to, go on about for too long. Without getting overly tired and bored with myself. I think we'll probably only go till 10, so like 40 minutes-ish left. I think that's a good cut-off-y type point. Yeah. Heyo, it loaded. Coolio. What the hell happened to the game here? Did it do its thing again? It did. Slam Mania. No, thank you. I'll see it anyways, though. That did okay-ish. As per the usual, we are building to another episode. Super Sunday. AJ Styles is the leader of the homophobes. The gay community. I wonder where you ever got that idea from. Oh shit, WWE just announced Undertaker will be at Raw. The Taker is gonna be at Raw, people. You heard it here, probably second, depending on, depending on how updated you are. But still, you heard it here. You heard it here. I'm just gonna guess you heard it here, though, because it's late and I'm tired and I don't really want to think about the statistics of it. So, if you could just do me a favor and say you heard it here. You heard it here, okay? Don't argue with me. Just don't. Just don't. Jeez, man. This right here is one of my biggest flaws with RTG. Waiting and sitting and waiting and sitting and waiting and then booking and sitting and waiting. And then sitting and waiting and sitting. Oh shit, we got things here. Do you think Cena will play Shane? Just in case I've heard it. Kind of, but I already gave my piece or whatever on what I think will happen. The whole Sting shows up, kicks ass, leaves. But of course, that's just my thoughts. Sorry, I just stopped for whatever reason. Middle of the sentence. Dawn DiBiase. She uses the dolphin punch as her finisher. Does this bitch punch dolphins? Yeah, it loaded. It has loaded. Alright, sorry, let's get back to work. Got distracted. It's an easy thing to do. It's practically what I do 24/7. Get distracted by random things. Do you watch new Legacy Inc? A little bit off and on. I used to quite a bit. Not so much now, though. Just because they kind of stopped what I liked them for. UMAD, whatever the hell you want to call it. I was also a giant fan of them in general dicking around doing things, but now they've kind of actually also what was their thing used to do? Their Raw SmackDown versus Raw thing, their GM modes. They were pretty cool, but I have slowly phased out of it. But yeah, overall, oh shit, we got more results. We got Way of the Philosopher. Apparently. Way to go, Tucker. You make sense at points. This is CWL 28. Actually, what time is it? 9:30. You know what? You want to wrap it up now? Woohoo. We got some spot-on impressions. I think we may just wrap up now. We've only been going for an hour and stuff, but whatever. I've done good. I've done gone good. Nothing compared to Putty's like amazing, like 6-7 hour streams, however long he would go, because that man is Iron Man, and I don't think he ever needs to do anything at all involving food, drink, and or pissing, because he's a machine. He's a machine. But I would like to thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching the post-screen cap thingy majiggy. You know how that works. But yeah. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. This is Silly Talk. Signing out.